All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in the house. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. This is our live stream show. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, talking about dating, talking about relationships, talking about love, talking about it from the male perspective, talking about it from, I'm not a female, but we're talking about from female perspectives. All right. And we have a live audience that jumps in. So we ask you guys if you want to hop in the chat box, hop in the chat room right now. And I would love to hear your thoughts, opinions, feelings on this topic today. We got a good topic. By the way, I am Kelvin Troy Johnson, creator of this show, and I am known as the Love Coach. I help people to find love, to find the love that they are searching for or lighting a fire under the love they have. And today, you guys, we got a good topic today talking about they deserve a pedestal? Do they deserve a pedestal? I want y'all to come on in the house and let's have this conversation today. There's a lot of different angles to talk about when they talk about this relationship stuff. And this conversation I was having with a young man who is newly single. All right. This particular conversation happened just today. This young man is newly single, and he talked to me about how he met this woman. He met this woman. And now prior to this, he's been divorced probably like a year or something like that. But he's not really committing. He's not really ready to plant anything in the ground. He's just really getting himself together. You know, he had to get reset to figure out what's going to be right for him. So he's newly single. He's and he met a woman, and they began to have conversations. Now the woman. Let's talk about her. Now this guy is successful in his career. Successful. He's got real estate. He's got all these different things. He's got multiple businesses, and he's got a good job. He just bought his own house, 4-bedroom house, beautiful house. He's my man. You know, he's a good prospect. Okay. He is also in his late 40s, early 50s. Okay. Met a woman. Now this woman that he met, she right from the start blew him away. She is successful in her career. She is an entrepreneur. She has her money game is tight. She's got money, she's got land, she's got position. And so he goes on to tell me all the wonderful things he had. She's a minister. She is a speaker. I believe she's even a singer. Y'all know how y'all get when somebody holding the microphone and singing. I think the brother's in love. Hey, Coco, thank you so much for popping in. Look, I think the brother's already in love. You know, she's got all these fine qualities, and she's good looking. Now, she is of a different race than he is accustomed to, but he didn't mention that, so it may not be an issue, right? But he said all of these wonderful things that she is, and they spend 4 hours on the phone, 3 hours a day. They talk on the phone every day. And he is ready to put her on a pedestal. So he's singing her praises to me. He has sent her pictures to me twice. I didn't even ask for the first one. But he sent her pictures to me twice. And it's actually the same set of pictures. Now, I don't know if my man ripped them off of her Facebook, because they kind of look like the kind of picture that somebody would have took for Facebook, and he just, screenshotted it and kept it for himself to gaze upon in his spare time. Okay. But she's a very, I want to say, corporate looking woman. Very corporate looking woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, curly hair, and just a wonder to behold, according to him. I could tell how he's talking about her. And so I'm listening to her, and I said, and so he says, well, and I told her about all my story, and then she began to tell me how she's been single for 16 years, and she was married to a preacher, and it didn't work out after 16 years, and this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, as he was talking, I was like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, wait a minute. You are, I said, wait a minute. She's been single for 16 years? He's like, yeah, she's been single for 16 years. She don't even want to date. She doesn't like to date. She don't like to, she says she get asked out all the time, but men don't want to, she's not even paying them no mind. I said, hold on, brother. Let me ask you this question. How wonderful is she? She's been single for 16 years. Like she's got all these swimming accomplishments, and she's all of this. She is the sun. She is the stars. She is the moon. And she's still single after 16 years. Now, I'm not saying that all women, this fits into the category. I'm talking about this woman and the way he's putting her up. And I could tell in his voice, it didn't really dawn on him. Right. And so I said, well, I asked him, well, why is it that she hasn't remarried? How come nobody's taking her off the market? He said, I don't know. She's kind of got a strong personality. I said, okay, here it comes. Here it comes. And she's got a strong personality, and she's really aggressive about the things she does. Okay, I hear it coming. So I could have finished this sentence for him. This is an alpha female who's probably not open and warm to many men who come in contact. Okay, so and look, this isn't to say this is you. I'm just talking about this lady. I'm just kind of assessing the way he's talking about her. So my point in all of that was, this lady's got issues too. She's talking to you about your issues, and she's a professional. She's a professional person who talks to people about their problems. And I said to him, she's got problems too. She's probably got something. He said if she turns all the guys down, she's got some kind of thing going on with commitment. She has some fear going on. She has some concern because the last guy didn't do her right. She has some apprehension. She's got baggage too. Talk about all your baggage. She's got baggage too. And so don't think that people who talk to people about their problems don't have problems too. As a matter of fact, the people that I know who talk to people about their problems, half of them got more problems than the people that they talk to about them. The people I know who help people with mental health often could use some mental health themselves. Got issues. That's why I tell, look, even when I started doing this work, it took me a while to say yes to talking about relationships, because I knew I wasn't always that great at it. I got some stuff too. Okay. So I was kind of apprehensive. And this is also why there's not that many men who are willing to talk about relationships and the challenges that they have. And now there's a lot of guys who sign up to talk about dating, how to get a girl. Like, that line is endless. But not many men that's going to sign up to just be honest about even their flaws and say that I'm flawed, I'm messed up, I have chosen to do wrong things. I've gone the wrong way. Like so when you hear mental health people therapists, counselors, coaches. Many of them are dealing with their own issues. For one thing, you got to be a little off to put yourself on camera like this and let people into your mental awareness. The things that I talk about are actually things that I think about, and often they are because that's what comes to me. People bring the issue to me, and I turn the camera on and I talk about the issue that was brought on to me. Okay, you got to be a little off to do that, to like publicly, and to know that this is going out and people going to watch this from now to forever. What I'm doing right now is going to outlive me. Yeah, you got to be a little nuts to want to do that. But anyway, I digress. So back to the pedestal. So I was able to share this guy that be careful about putting people up on a pedestal because they got flaws. There are no perfect people. I had to tell him, listen, I know you're excited about this person. I know you're excited about this woman. I know you have never met anyone like her. She's got this. She checks every single box. She has done everything except fly down from heaven. But let me tell you something. She ain't that heavenly. She might be nice and she might be good, but she ain't that perfect. She's got imperfections. She's got issues that you don't even know about yet. She has ways of thinking. She has deeds that are done in the dark. Come on now. Anybody gonna be honest here? She has thoughts that are not always wholesome. And if you could see inside of them, you would change your opinion instantly. And so what am I saying here, you guys? I'm telling you that you have to be careful who you put up. Now, listen to this. On the other side, I'm sure she doesn't even want to be put on a pedestal. Most people who are pedestalized don't want to be. Why? Because they know that they got some stuff. They know that all that glitters is not gold. They know that the stuff they put on their resume is not the real them. You know, they know it already. And so they are less likely to want to be put on a pedestal. Who wants to be put on a pedestal? Now, it feels good to have all the attention on me, all eyes on me. Hey, hey, all eyes on me. Okay, that's good for the night. That's good for your birthday. But nobody wants to live under that scrutiny, because the moment that you come down and be human and say the wrong word, say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, the person's world is shattered. And you almost, the person that's pedestalized feels almost a certain amount of tension and responsibility to keep up these airs, to keep up all these things that you think that they are. It's better for you to just be yourself. Some of that alpha female energy is as a result of hurt. It's as a result of pain, as a result of being lonely, as a result of being damaged. That's where some of that alpha energy comes from. And that alpha energy is good when it's good. But does she know how to take it off? Does she know how to dial it down and be feminine and be approachable? As I told him, all of them guys, you trying to tell me this pretty blonde, perfect teeth having blue-eyed woman with curly hair, tall, statuesque woman turned all the men down for 16 years? Come on now. There's an issue there. There's something going on. You know, many men, I can see many men probably wouldn't meet the criteria just because she has a certain amount of accomplishment that could make some men feel, you know, a little small. Could feel like she doesn't need a man. And that's probably the air she brings, that she don't need a man. Well, guess what? If you don't need a man, guess what you won't have? A man. If you don't have space in your life for a man, guess what you won't have? A man. It's just that simple. So a man will go where there's space for him to go. And if that lady hasn't had a man in her life for 16 years, and she's got all these accomplishments, and she's all this perfect, there is something more happening. Now, that's not to say, again, that there's anything wrong with her, but she just doesn't belong on the pedestal as the perfection of womanhood, the example of perfection in womanhood, because she's got problems and she's got her own set of issues. So today, I just want you guys to consider this. I want y'all to talk about, consider this, and like we have to have these conversations, because there are women who pedestalize men. Oh, because he can make this amount of money. Oh, because he drives this car. Oh, because he's, come from this family, lives in this neighborhood. He must be a star. And listen, and women, y'all really have to watch this, because many of you have what I call the Cinderella complex. You don't even know that you have it, but it's deep down inside. The Cinderella complex. And what's the Cinderella complex? It's a woman waiting for the hand of the prince to come and save you. You're waiting to be saved by the prince. When the prince comes, your whole life changes, and nothing will ever be the same again. I won't have to clean these floors. Like, what was that play? Les Mis. no more floors to sweep. I got a castle in the cloud. Come on. Listen, get out of the storybook and come back to life. There are no perfect people out there. Look, just understand that the prince who lays out his hand for you to come has probably laid out a few other hands for a few other people to come to. Okay? Could you catch a prince at the right time? Yes, you could. But even the prince has his own issues. Sometimes the prince has issues with being the prince, with just being himself, and all the pressure that comes on him to be the prince, to make the right decisions. Prince got problems too. I'm not talking about Raspberry Beret. I'm talking about Prince, the prince from the story. All right. So be careful. Be aware of what is going on. And there's nothing wrong with giving honor to a person who has achieved honorable things. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with looking up to somebody who has done the work. They have accomplished goals. You are to give them a hand. You're not to be jealous of them. And I tell guys, look, I don't care how much money she makes. You shouldn't be intimidated by her. Why? Because you're still a man. You're still a man. Okay? And a man decides what he wants to do, who he's going to be, what he is, and as a man decides that, it has nothing to do with a woman. A man decides which steps he's going to take, And he also decides if he's going to let a woman into his life, into his heart, so that she may help him to walk in a better path. But his path is between him and God. And he decides what his path is. So don't matter how much money she makes. Doesn't matter how many degrees she has. Doesn't matter how many accomplishes, how many trophies, how many plaques she has on the wall, how many commendations, how many certifications. None of that matters. You are always to walk in your masculine frame and be the man that you are. This is what I tell the men. You are to be the man that you are and not worried about being something else for someone else. Be you, and be you 100% all the way. Be you 100% all the way. All the way. And nobody can beat you being you. All right? So let's talk about it. Let's continue this conversation. Look, if you catch this on the replay, please type down your comments. Let me hear what y'all got to say about this. What do y'all think about my perspective on this? Does someone deserve a pedestal? Have you ever pedestalized somebody? I'm not sure if that's a real word, but it's going to be a word today. Have you ever pedestalized somebody? I got to say it right. Pedestalized. Yes, it. Have you ever pedestalized somebody and discovered maybe you shouldn't have? Put your comments down below. Look, you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and then the bell's coming through. Hit the bell so you can catch this at a different time. Catch these live shows when we come in, and you can be notified when it's happening. All right? All right, you guys, till next time. Peace and love. Bye.